Hello, friends. Hope that everyone's doing well. Today I wanted to talk about the moon and the void of course moon, especially because I feel like lately the moon goddess is getting a lot of heat. I'm not going to speak to whether or not there are things going on the moon, within the moon, all of that, and nor am I going to say that none of that is going on. But what I care about most deeply in my heart, especially as a long-term student of English and mythology, is the symbolism behind the planets and the symbolism of God and things like that behind the moon. And when we are talking about the moon, we're definitely talking about the lunar goddess, feminine energy. So I definitely think that she deserves to be paid tribute right now in these transformative times that we are living in. So here we go. I have been searching for a good source on the void of course moon, and I finally came across one this morning. So I'm really excited to share some information that I found. This is the manager of astrologyhub.com, and I really like what she had to say about the void of course moon. And I agree with all of it. So I wrote down some really great quotes from her. First thing we'll start with is this. Back when the Greeks were inventing astrology around 200 BCE, the planets were gods or avatars of the gods. They set the rhythm for the dance that creates nature in all its forms. And I think that one piece right there is so key when we're thinking about, is astrology stupid? Is astrology woo-woo fantasy crap? Why should I even care about it? This is what kind of rings true to my heart, because after studying mythology in English for many, many years, and at the graduate school level as well, I just feel that we really can't look back at the ancients of any culture, China, Greece, tribal cultures in New Zealand, any ancients, any ancient cultures, and just say, oh, we just take pity on them. They didn't have technology, so they didn't know better. So they were just looking up in the sky and trying to come up with nice little stories to make them feel better. I really don't think that our ancestors were that stupid, quite frankly. I think that whether or not we have the same devices in our hands and tools that we use to run our societies, there's still a lot to be learned from any culture in any time period. And I just feel like astrology is so helpful now because we can literally feel these cycles. And I don't know about you, maybe it's because my moon sign is in Cancer. So, the moon's at home there. So I definitely feel this cycle of the moon transiting the signs of the zodiac, like every 2.5 days, basically. And that's when the moon goes void of course. When she finishes one sign, right before she goes into the next, it's like a little break, almost like when a woman gets her period where she starts bleeding and she really needs to rest and she needs to lay down and just kind of chill before this next cycle, because she's resting, she's preparing for what she's going to do next. And I think that's literally just what the moon's doing here. Some people say that, don't do anything when the moon is void of course, but I think just follow your heart. Usually I'm only called to sleep, reflect, do a little yoga, make some tea, rest, just stuff like that. You'll kind of feel it if you start tracking it. Actually, so here's one way you can do that. There are easy websites. You can just type in, where is the moon now? But I use this 2021 Lowlands Astrological Pocket Planner. Let's see. Yeah, this is really cost effective and it's really simple. And so one example I'll give is, let's see, Saturday the 18th. So is that yesterday? Yep. The moon was void of course around 5:14 a.m. Eastern time. And I don't know about you, but I've been getting up early every day and meditating because that's what I'm committed to, especially with my PhD and seminary studies right now. But I've just been doing that, so I'm in a habit of it. So it really has been great. But suddenly at that exact time, pretty much on Saturday morning, I was just in bed and I was going to get up and I was like, no, I'm just not feeling it. It's not the time. And I just let myself go back to sleep and that was it. But I didn't even realize that the moon was void of course at that time, but she will speak to us. It's not even necessarily something we have to research, but I think it does, especially as a woman, require you getting in touch with your emotions and those inner rhythms and cycles, and then sort of maximizing her different signs and void of courses that she goes through. I think this stuff is really powerful. Again, especially if you're a woman and you're already feeling those kind of inner lunar cycles anyway, you might as well get in touch with it and use it to your benefit, right? That's what I say. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to astrologyhub.com, what this lady had to say, because it was so great. Okay, one of the moon's jobs was to serve as emissary for all the other planets. Since she produced no light of her own, she helped other planets carry their light down to the physical plane. In doing so, heavenly will was made manifest. Truly, the mistress of magic, she is the moon goddess. How cool is that? And then another really important point I think that she made is, in a sense, void moons are like a planet's retrograde period. And I thought that was the perfect example. I've been looking for examples lately, and I'm like, I just can't find any good information about this void of course moon. But this is perfect. I don't know about you, but I am super duper feeling the Neptune retrograde this fall that we've been having, Uranus retrograde, and just those needs to go within and touch in with that independent Uranus spirituality, Neptune, and reflect. That's what the retrograde's all about. Reflect on what those things mean to us. Retrograde is a good time, this is my own words now, to slow down, reflect over the decisions that you've made in your life, especially over the last year, before proceeding with the next season. Good time to meditate or rejuvenate. And then from the Astrology Hub, she said a good time to commune with deeper forces of the psyche. So that's all pretty awesome. And that's probably everything I'll say today. Thank you so much for joining me for another coffee shop chat. I really enjoy all of this that we have going on. Find us on Telegram if you would like to connect with Divine Feminine Astrology in more of a chat sense. We have a really cool stream going on Telegram now, brand new. And then once again, just thank you for joining me. Please let me know anything that you'd like me to talk about so I can make all of this personal for our group here. Much love. Thank you.